I fell off a longboard at 16 and went into a coma for a couple months. It went from popping pills every day, selling pills, to getting dope, to selling dope.
Watching somebody you love more than anything choose a substance like heroin, you see the light leave their eyes.
I was shooting up heroin and meth on a daily basis.
I could tell he was really f***ed up, really depressed, really low, and he was like, Mary, like, if I stay here, I'm gonna die. I know it, I feel it, like, I need you to come and get me. So I was like, all right, I got you, like, of course, I'm documenting this.
Wood all around, and I kind of just pace around wandering, trying to avoid these little demons in my head.
Were they sober or away?
21 days.
21.
Last year, I met two siblings who are at the center of the opioid crisis. Ian, who's been struggling with a substance use disorder for the past decade, and his sister Mary Rose, who's been trying to help him. I had filmed Ian's first 21 days of recovery in a cabin in Vermont. Here's what happened since.
Okay, so it is like 5:30 a.m. I am driving back to New Jersey right now because Ian relapsed. It's been a fucking shit show. I'm wondering if somebody, a young male about 6'1", 6'2", bunch of tattoos on his arm, if he came in here for any reason, specifically maybe an overdose.
Your family called because they thought you were overdosing. That's why we're here. That's why I'm standing here in front of you 3 in the morning with a bag of Narcan and oxygen.
No.
How much did you take today and what'd you take?
I didn't take anything.
Bunch of bullshit. What'd you take today?
I haven't taken anything. I just got home.
Ian.
I just got home, sir.
They wouldn't call us.
You gotta be honest.
If they weren't concerned that you took something. I'm not going to leave here until
I had needles on him earlier.
Okay with the fact that you are okay.
I am at this tower thing right now. I'm avoiding Ian, and it is torture. So, I don't know what to do anymore.
When it's a parent or a sibling, it's very different than when it's your son or your child. Your child is the worst. I would say the fear is probably the hardest part, the constant fear, because even if they're doing good and they don't answer the phone or something, you're always like, where is he? What's he doing? Death is the fear.
You're worried about that every single day.
Yeah,
you know, you're always like ready for that phone call when you're with somebody like that.
Welcome back. Everyone's been asking about you.
What's up, guys? How are your lives going? Right now, I got like, 3 days under my belt?
No, you have like 1 day. We're not jumping bullets with this one.
2 days.
You have 1 day. You have 1 day. All right, we're going by. We're not even counting days anymore. Ian, are you still okay with me recording you today?
Yeah. I just was here. I'm gonna stop trying to figure out how to get high every day, and I'm gonna try to figure out how I need to do better. And I mean, fall, get back up.
I was trying to get you sober, didn't even try, you just fucked me over. But I still tried and pushed you through. I say you're not enough, boy. We're gonna keep fighting for day and night, 'cause no one's gonna change your day, just mine.
I love you.
Where is she?
Recording us.
Isn't that the whole point?
It is.
Dude, I'm not even hot.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, so? I came home, got into a fight got arrested after the fight because I had warrants. I ended up in jail for I think like 3 or 4 days, and I think I overdosed like within an hour of getting out of jail. And I've just kind of been off and on since then, I guess. Like, grab a couple days here, a couple days there. And that's kind of, you know, it's been.
I don't like living at home. Like I'm where when my mental space needs to get the fuck out of somewhere, and I need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And I need you to pull through.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a funny thing, you know, it's just...
I'm not worried about it.
All right, good. Deal. We'll shake on it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Always causing pain.
You better pull through, man. So how have you, like, maintained your empathy and compassion for Ian, even through him not caring?
Well, everybody with addiction is different. Like when people say throw him out, don't throw him out. Ian wasn't coming home smashing furniture. He wasn't stealing my car. He wasn't wrestling my bag out of my hands. Like he didn't do any of that. You can't accept behavior from someone in addiction that you wouldn't accept from them if they were sober. How did you, my Rose, keep your empathy?
Towards Ian?
Yeah.
I just always liked him. There's no other way to describe it other than like I've just always liked my brother.
And that's important for parents to realize too, is while you're trying to help this one, you also have to try to help your other children too. Like
that's something that would bother me when I was younger, like walking home and seeing my brother high on the ground. Like that's just something that's like, I don't want to come home and see that every day.
It's a hopeless feeling when you're kicking in the bathroom door and you know, my brother had to break the door down for me. If you have a kid who has addiction or someone in your house with it, take the locks off your doors. Because you're going to have to get in those rooms. They like going in and locking the door and doing what they want to do. Get some Narcan. It's brutal. I can't save him, but I can keep him alive long enough till he's ready to get better.
It was just a downward spiral. And it was just watching him die all over again, you know, and it was really hard to see it. He ended up getting arrested and going to jail.
His father pressed charges against him for stealing checks. His goal was really to stop him from getting high.
You're just in a cell 24/7. You get 15 minutes and you can either shower or make a phone call.
What were you thinking about?
How long am I gonna sit here? Is Dad full of shit? Is he gonna drop the charges? Is Mary actually gonna come bail me out? Should I call my dealer? He'll probably bail me out. I could literally look out and like see Mom's house.
You saw me, right? You saw me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ian asked me to put a heart in his name in front of the jail, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it yet, but it's becoming what it's supposed to be. So we're in front of the jail. Ian's getting out today. Brother. Exciting things are happening. Brother! Yeah!
Best friend is finally out of jail. Bayou Jail. First, eat a jail meal. Said something funny but TikTok inappropriate.
One food shopping today. Good match. No, I look fly. You look like you're dying in the
Ow.
You'll be receiving a text message for you to report to probation for random drug testing for today. Thank you.
Fat as hell, bro.
I know, bro. I know. Sober weight, dude.
I seen you when you was walking right here. I'm like, yo, is that my man? They're like, who the hell is that? I'm like, nah, that's not my boy. And I seen you walking, I was like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, man, put on weight.
That's crazy.
When I got out of jail, I took drug court, so I pled guilty to, I had like 5 third-degree charges, so I pled guilty to 25 years. So if I look up, I'm gonna do 25 years in prison, and that's a huge motivator. I'm gonna say like that's definitely a motivation to stay clean. So they just drug test me every day basically, and I've been clean since December 14th, 2021. Being clean gets you, man. I'm not even, dude, I got that in here too. Like if you could use even just half of like the energy we use to get high every day, bro. Addicts can do amazing fucking things. Like,
don't go to jail.
Yeah, stay clean, bro.
Helping the community.
We just out here, you know what I'm saying? It's looking fresh in the white, you know what I mean? Got a new.
It's been interesting to start opening up to my older brother again. I'm looking forward to Ian having a car more than anything else this year. Like, I will not drive myself anywhere. I'm like, Ian, Ian, can you bring me to the gym?
Absolutely.
Can you pick me up?
I love driving around, dude.
For like the last 11 years, it was like, why would I get close to somebody who I know is just gonna end up hurting me? I didn't realize how much I didn't trust him, or how much I didn't tell him, or how much I didn't share with him, or how much I avoided him until like maybe last month. So like that was just something that I did. And I know it's different this time. So it's exciting to see like us develop together, and like to see me take down my walls, to watch him take down his walls, and just kind of like reestablishing like, hey, like maybe it is kind of great to have somebody go through life with you, or hey, like maybe it is fun to have somebody you could talk to every day.
Hot sauce. I forgot I had hot sauce in my backpack. I got some crazy stuff in this backpack.
I forgot what it was like what guys were like until I started living with Ian again. I'm like, holy.
Everyone gets a chance. I'm talking to a lot of people.
See?
I don't care what you look like, what you say you are, what you're doing, what your situation is. If you're vibing with me, you're supporting me, and you're down to come chill, let's kick it. And if something great happens, it happens. If nothing happens, nothing happens. And I am down to give you tattoos and let you tattoo me and handcuff you and do crazy shit, you know? Alright, catch y'all
Get it.
later on.
Bye. We'll see you later.
I love you.
Love you.
So what are your aspirations here being an intern with us?
My goal is to get eventually the 500 hours and get state certified so that I could be able to professionally jump into this.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's fantastic.
Sometimes it's difficult for family and friends to get used to the change that someone is making.
We talked about that earlier.
During maintenance, the person is beginning to feel more comfortable with the new behavior and their new identity. Relapse is still possible, but less likely.
So your job in the future, hopefully if you enjoy this and it's something you'd like to do, you will be mediating. And I think you'll really like it because for me, when I first got into recovery, I didn't really have a voice. Like I was afraid to kind of push people. For some reason, I don't think you're gonna have that problem. You're outgoing and engaging, but it definitely teaches you responsibility and showing up and being there for the group, and like you get to see people grow. And
it puts me in a position where I can finally use all of those negative experiences to make something positive out of it. Like what you guys say, like 8 people in New Jersey die a day from overdose. Like if I could make that 7 for one day, like it'll change someone's life or someone's parents' life or someone's sibling's life. Like, and I think that's the reason why I went through everything I went through, and to be able to warp it into something positive for someone else. I think it's gonna be incredible. I think it's gonna be awesome.
full-time job of staying sober is easier than the full-time job of making sure I'm high all the time. And I don't get sick doing this one, so that's dope. What is it, what? Yeah, it's all addiction. Fill it up with water, take it in the morning. But I don't really hang out with nobody that I used to hang out with. I don't really go in any of the same places. I'm going to meetings, I'm doing an IOP, I'm doing this internship, so like, everything is kinda like wrapped around being sober at this point. So like, even if those thoughts do come up, like, it's just like, am I gonna risk going to jail for a long time over like, for like a couple hour high, maybe a couple hours, you know? So it's just not, like, risk and reward just makes no sense at this point.
I like the haircut. You can see your scar now too from the accident.
Now when I go bald, like, everyone can see it.
I do like the haircut.
My grandkids will be like, yeah, we didn't even know until you went bald.
I'm gonna show you what addiction looks like growing up. Going to school, they were always together, these two. They always got along very well. Ian, like, look how cute he is.
Look at Ian, like Pop Warner.
Typical life in the burbs.
It's just such a normal, like a normal family. Like, there's nothing crazy going on. Here's Ian as a blonde. It's not what people picture. Well, it's not what people picture with addiction. Because you have such a stigma when it comes to addiction is what people think that it is. And it makes it very hard for people in recovery. Very difficult. And the labels become very difficult to, you know, for families to come out in the open and overcome it. And it would just be much simpler if people just accepted it like any other disease. Because that's really what it is.
I mean, it starts in the family and it ends in the family. So it affects everyone, and like, everyone needs to heal in order for everyone to heal. Like, if one is still sick, then it affects the rest of the family. So
How are you feeling? Are you feeling less scared? Are you?
Yeah, because you can't live your life worrying every day. You just have to be hopeful, right?
Do you still find yourself worrying sometimes, just out of habit?
No.
Oh
no!
What? Always. Never will you not be
Still
worried.
nagging me to call you, and I'm like, no.
Nagging me to call you too, just so you know.
Well, yeah, tell her. Would you please tell her?
I answer you when you call me.
You don't answer.
Mary will answer, so I don't answer.
That's messed up, Ian. Stressing your mother.
You should just figure it out yourself.
Addiction is a family's disease. The whole family should be a part of the treatment process, because sobriety is a family's cure. So remember to enjoy the good times and stay in the moment.
I just started crying because I'm helping Ian apply to Meriden Valley Community College right now. And I just started crying. I just started crying about it. I feel just so blessed to have my brother.
Look at those guns.
The next two speakers are our brother-sister team, and they all figured we could together.
I know for a fact that none of us woke up one day and said, yeah, dude, today's the day that I dedicate my life chasing substances to feel okay. That led me down a path full of jails and institutions. I was ruining most things that I had and some things around me for some dust in a bag.
We treat the addiction community unfair. We blame them, we punish them, we shame them, and we put barriers between them and their ability to reconnect with society. So we stand here now with not an easy fix, because they're giving us the opportunity to end the generational curse of addiction.
If you told me a year ago that I would have 8 months clean and be a couple months away from being a drug counselor, I definitely wouldn't have believed you. I will forever be grateful for the people.
And it's definitely not an easy fix, but there is always hope. Thank you.
we could do this as a fam. Put it in, Colin. Go ahead.
Get over here, Colin.
No, stay together.
When you have a kid who's sober, parents need to enjoy it. And you can't keep nagging about you did this or you did that, because that's not going to help anybody. I'm living the dream.
She's been living her whole life for this.
Right?
It's the happiest she's ever been.
In my life.
Me and Ian both here. Oh, she loves it. I do.
They have to just remember that they have to enjoy the good times.
We're doing so good.
Pros. This is the definition of teamwork makes the dream work, you know what I mean?